Right. Part of our job in telling a person why we're doing an activity and keep them informed about what we're trying to do in any sort of experiment is going to be to come up with a good question that we are trying to solve. And we actually call this a research question, and it really does help us focus what we are trying to do. Now, with all things, the first thing we should do, we have a general aim that might say, I want to find out about a ball rolling down a ramp. Well, that's not really specific enough, is it? That's pretty quiet. So what we do is we try to think about what we're going to measure, or our independent variable, and what we're going to control, and what we're going to change. So we're trying to think about our independent variable and our dependent variable. So why not pose a question that contains them? So we might say, how is this, our independent variable, going to change this? Right? So this helps us do it. But often these fields are so wide. So this is still possibly only an aim, a general aim for us to work with. It's not specific enough. You're not sort of focusing right down in the parts you want to see, because many of these areas are so huge. So maybe we could think about when or how or where or some combination of this to help us drag it down to make our whole experiment really, really meaningful. Right, so if I'm doing this, I should maybe think about what we're going to think is going to happen. So we get all of our ideas together. We think about what we're going to change. We think about what we're going to measure. And then we have a guess. Now, this is coming into our hypothesis a bit, but anyway, we'll work with that. Our research question is just something that guides us. So we're going to say, okay, if I increase my independent variable, say the slope of my ramp, then the time it takes down, or the dependent variable, the time it takes to roll down the ramp, will increase. Well, that's not bad. That's not bad, but that's still pretty general. So how about we finally do one thing? We add a bit more to it. And we add some detail in there saying, okay, if I'm in the lab and the temperature is 22 degrees, so we say at 22 degrees because maybe cold or heat might affect the time it takes for the ball to roll down. Or if I use a 1 kilogram ball. All right, so I make it a bit more mine. I'm actually making the activity mine by going through it and putting a bit more detail in. Then I could talk about the time period or anything. There are so many different options I can do. In the case of our rolling the ball down, we could talk about the angle of our ramp. And we just keep it at that angle. I might say at a 30-degree angle. All right? It would be different if I had a 45-degree angle or a 60-degree angle or 10-degree angle even. So we should, in our research question, come up with what we are going to change, how we think it's going to affect what we're going to measure, and give a specific that is only common to our activity. And that makes a really good research question.